Okay, class. Now picking up where we left off at, which was problem number 4. We had 37 into 2,340. We add a couple zeros here. Well, actually it says they want us to round to the nearest hundredth place. So we need to add 3 zeros here. We always need to go one place value past what they want us to round to. So we bring up this decimal. 37 goes into 234. Let's see, it would have to be 6 times. 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times 3 is 18. Plus 4 is 22. So 234 minus 222 is 12. And we bring down our 0. 37 goes into 120 3 times. 3 times 7 is 21. Carry a 2. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 2 is 11. 120 minus 111 is 9. And we bring down our 0 here. 37 goes into 90 2 times. 2 times 37 is 74. Now remember, this is 74. I don't know what it is about this line. So 90 minus 74, we'll borrow 1 from the 9, which will make it 8, and the 0 would be 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. 8 minus 7 is 1. You bring down your 0 here. Now 37 goes into 160. It would have to be 4 times. 4 times 7 is 28. Carry a 2. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14. 160 minus 148, we need to borrow 1 from this 6, make it a 5, and the 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 8 is 2, 5 minus 4 is 1, and 1 minus 1 is 0. We bring down this 0 here. 37 goes into 120 3 times. And we already did 3 times 37, which gave us 111. 120 minus 111 is 9. So now we go through to round this. Now we know our decimal would say 63 point. Now we look here at our hundredths place. There's a 4. We look to the right of it. We had 3. This 3 falls in the 0 through 4 amount, which means that we will leave it the same. So it'll be just 63.24. So that is our final answer, 63.24. Now we scroll down here. It says dividing decimals by powers of 10. Now remember, when we did multiplying decimals by power of 10, we moved to the right. Like if we take 728.5 times 10, we know we would move this decimal one place to the right, and that'll give us 7,285. Now, since division and multiplication are opposites of each other, they're opposite operations, so if you multiply by a power of 10, you move to the right. If you divide by a power of 10, that means you move to the left that many places. So you'll move to the left one place. So your final answer here would be 72.85. Now we go to the second problem. We have a power of 10, but we had 2 zeros behind the decimal. So that means we move 2 to the left, which would be 7.285. Then here we have still a power of 10. We add 3 zeros. We move 3 to the left. So it'll be 0.7285. And finally, we have 4 zeros here. That means we move 4 places to the left. So it'll be 0.07285. Now we scroll down here. It says dividing decimals by power of 10, such as 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, and so on. We just did that. We move the decimal point of the dividend to the left. The same number of places as there are zeros in the power of 10. Now we just did that, and we're going to do that here. It says divide. 51.84 divided by 100. We know we have the power of 10. We add 2 zeros here, so we will move it 2 places to the left. So we have 0.5184. And that would be our final answer for number 1. Now this here, number 2, this is the same as this. These are the exact same thing. So since this is 10, this is a power of 10, we have 1 0. That means we will move this decimal 1 place to the left. And we will still keep our negative sign. So it would be a negative 0.049. Now, we scroll down here. It says using decimals in algebra. We're going to substitute. We have our x value, which needs to be replaced with that 0.035 divided by y, and y would be 0.02. Remember, we always put these values in parentheses when we're substituting. Now, there's nothing we can do with these values here. So we would set this up into a division problem. We add 0.02 into 0.035. Now, we cannot have this decimal out here, so we'll move this until the decimal is gone. So this would be 2. We have to move this decimal how many places we moved here, which was 2. So this would give us 3.5. Now we could bring our decimal up. I suggest at least adding 1 0 here. 2 goes into 3 once. 1 times 2 is 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. Bring down our 5. 2 goes into 15 7 times. 7 times 2 is 14. 15 minus 14 is 1. Bring down your 0. 2 goes into 10 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. And you have no remainder. So your final answer is 1.75. Now we scroll down here to number 2. It says, is 39 a solution of the equation x over 100 equals 3.9? So we'll substitute in 39 for the x over 100, and we want to see if it equals 3.9. Now 39 over 100, we know it's the same as saying 35 divided by 100. 39 divided by 100. Now we know our decimal is assumed to be behind this 9, so we have to move this 2 places to the left. So this would be 0.39, and we know that does not equal 3.9, so your answer is no. You could draw a line through the equal sign to show it's not equal to. Now you must write that no for your answer. Now, a pizza restaurant buys cheese in 150-ounce bags. There are 8.1 ounces of cheese on each pizza they make. How many pieces can be made with 1 bag of cheese? Round to the nearest tenth. So, what we have here, we have a 150-ounce bag, and we have to divide it by 8.1. So we have 8.1 into 150. Now we know we have to move this decimal place 1 place here, and we have to move this decimal place 1 place here. So we have 81 into 1500, and we're going to add a decimal with 2 zeros because we need to round to the tenths place. Now 81 goes into 150 1 time. So we need to borrow 1 from this 5. We make this a 4. And the 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. We cannot subtract 8 from 4, so we'll borrow 1 from this 1. And this 4 will become 14. 14 minus 8 is 6. So this is 69, and we'll bring down the 0. 81 goes into 690 8 times. 8 times 81 is actually 648. Now we subtract that. We have to borrow 1 from the 9, and we'll make this 0 a 10 because we cannot subtract 8 from 0. 10 minus 8 is 2. 8 minus 4 is 4. Okay, now I need a little bit more space. So I'm going to have to click here and also click here because I need to shift this down a little bit. So now I can go back here. We have enough space now. Now we have our 42. We'll bring down our 0. 81 goes into 420. Let's see, 5 times. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 8 is 40. 420 minus 405. We know 5 cannot subtract from 0, so we'll borrow 1 from this 2, and this 0 will become 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 1 minus 0 is 1. And the 4 minus 4 is 0. Now we bring down this 0. 81 goes into 150 only one time. So our final answer here would be 18 point. Now we know this 1 is in the hundreds place, and that 1 falls in between 0 through 4, so that means we cannot round it. So now what we will have here is 18.5, and it'll be 18.5 pizzas. Now I ran out of space here. So you know pizza would end with an S, so it'd be 18.5 pizzas. Okay, that is the answer for this problem number 1. Now we go down here to problem number 2. It says if the restaurant pays $30 for the bag of cheese, what is the cost of the cheese on each pizza? Now, what we have here is $30 for that bag of cheese. And we have 18.5 pizzas. So it'll be 30 divided by 18.5, because we want to find out how much it will cost per pizza. So now we would take 18.5 into 30. Now we have to move this decimal one place. And remember, it's assumed to be a decimal behind a 30, so we'll move that one place. So we have 185 into 300. But our directions ask us to round to the nearest cent. Now we know with money we go 2 decimal places, but we're going to add a third to see if we round up or keep it the same. 185 goes into 300 one time. So now we have 300 minus 185. We know we're going to have to borrow 1 from this 2 here. And this 0 would be a 9. And this 0 would be a 10. We went over this previously in class. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 8 is 1. And 2 minus 1 is 1. So we have 115. Now we bring down this 0. Now, 185 goes into 1,150. It would have to go in, what's that, 6 times. 6 times 5 is 30. Carry a 3. 6 times 8 is 48, plus 3 is 51. And 6 times 1 is 6, plus 5 is 11. So now 1150 minus 1110 leaves you 40. And we bring down this 0 here. 185 goes into 400 twice. 2 times 185 is 370. 400 minus 370 is 30, and you will bring down your 0. Now I'm going to bring this over here. So we add 300. 185 goes into 300 one time. So we can stop there. So our final answer, we look here at the thousands place, which we know goes to past the cents place. So we look here, this is a 1. This falls in between 0 through 4, so that means we leave this 2 the same. So your answer here is $1.62 per pizza. And that is your final answer.